My name is Michael Woods. I am a land use attorney and partner with Cobb Cole. I have been practicing law in Volusia County for a little over 20 years now. I love doing land use law. I love doing zoning. I love the sometimes wild and crazy nature of land use and land development. I really believe in my community. I think it's a special place. Volusia County as a whole and the different cities. I think we have distinct personalities at each city, and I think it's something that people should experience and enjoy. A lot of people do. A lot of people are coming here, and I think our office really has the interests of the community and the interests of our clients at heart to make sure that as our community grows, we keep the things that are special to us, that make us who we are, but then accommodate that people want to experience that with us and that we can't just kind of close the doors and keep people out. I think that we have a room to grow and to evolve. I think we can do better for our children and for our community. And I'm excited to be at this firm doing the work that I do because I get that opportunity every day to just be involved and to know what's going on and try to help in however way that I can. So a lot of my interaction is with developers or with property owners. And we're working a lot with jurisdictions, whether it's Volusia County, the 16 jurisdictions, cities within Volusia County, and my practice area goes into Flagler and to Lake County on occasion as well. And really what we're trying to do is establish what property rights any individual parcel has. Usually we're trying to increase those property rights, but really where we come into play is to kind of eliminate the friction between where one party's property rights start and another one begins, and that overlap. The worst case scenario of that is seeing a neighbor-to-neighbor dispute. I really dislike dealing with those. Those are some of the worst because your home is your castle, and so people are very emotionally tied to that. But where we can work within that for a developer or for a property owner, sometimes you're dealing with properties that have been owned by a family for multiple generations. And as you know, grandpa had acquired the property and now the grandkids are looking to develop it and they want to put it to use. Trying to work through that and come up with a situation where a good product and a good outcome for the property owner, but also is in keeping with the surrounding neighborhood and trying to make everything better for everybody. That's our goal with every project. What I really am concerned about right now is trying to make sure that our housing and our job opportunities are good enough so that you can come in as a Stetson student or Embry-Riddle or Bethune and find a job here, find a place you can afford to stay here so you don't have to live in your parents' basement, and sometimes that's a problem these days. That you can then have some type of upward mobility to be able to start a family if that's what you want to do, and have an ability to age within this community so that we aren't losing people to Seminole County, to Orange County, for our local community. We have a rich history. We have really interesting people. Like when I grew up, my neighbor was a lion tamer with circus, and that's DeLand. Like I looked out my back window and saw skydivers because Skydive DeLand innovated the skydive industry. So there's a lot that draws people here, and yet we still lose a lot of those kids that I met in IB at DeLand High. They're not here. So I'm trying to build a community that gives them an incentive to come back here and to keep them here. That's what really drives most of the projects I work on.